I no longer live, it is Christ who lives in me. And that is enough for him to move anywhere, to face any challenge and any difficult situation. So that's why St. Paul is an inspiration, is an icon of missionary spirit. Not just for priests and for everyone. That's why during post-Easter celebration, when we read about St. Paul and how he inspires from the Acts of the Apostles and also the letters. So today, we are reflecting on this love. Love of Christ is a thrust that pushes us out into the peripheries. There were 3 fishermen who were going by boat, and then there was a storm. Then the boat tilted, and then 3 of them were in the water. So all knew swimming, so they all swam, and then to their net there was an island. And somehow all these 3 reached safely the island. And then they were trying to find food and then spend their time. And somehow one was happy and the other 2 were not. So as they were walking through the shore of the sea, they found an allowed land. So someone took, and then he was trying to wipe the land. Then genie appeared. Then one said, "Okay, now you 3 are there. Thank you for liberating me, and I am going to give you boon, 1 each. So you can make only 1 request." So the one who was a merchant among them said, "Oh genie, thank you. I want to be back to my family and do my business. I'm missing." So he went to his place. Another immediately asked, "Genie, I'm a fisherman, so I have lots of business. My family is waiting, so I want to go there." So he also went. And the other 3rd one, so he was happy in the island. So then he was missing his 2 friends. "Genie, I love my friends, bring them back." So all 2 came back again to the island. Dear friends, what's our love and how is our love? And today, Jesus is asking Peter, "Do you love me?" So love and responsibility go together. Just love is insufficient without taking up responsibility. So, do you love me? 3 times Jesus asked, and there are 3 points. Why did Jesus ask Peter 3 times? One is to make sure what Peter is saying. It is to have confirmation, affirmation, and to have unwavering yes, so that there is a commitment on the part of Peter. And as we say, we have decided to follow Jesus, no turning back. And that's why Jesus was asking him, so that he would not look back, he would be moving ahead. And that's why 3 times Jesus asked, "Do you love me?" And the second point is, in the life of Peter, there were 3 no's, 3 denials. And all these 3 denials were nullified by 3 yes, 3 acceptance. So, yes, Lord, I follow you. Yes, Lord, I love you, and I love you, and I love the work that you entrust to me. And the third point is we go back to Greek. There are 8 types of love. If you see, sometimes Google gives us 4 types of love, but mostly the religious know only 3 types of love. But if you still further Google it, then sometimes 12 types of love. So I do not know, fathers, how many types of love you have. So in Greek, there are 8 types of love that we get. One is eros, philia, storge, philautia, pragma, ludus, mania, and agape. Sometimes in our own invitation, sometimes sisters and fathers are so creative that in the invitation at the end, agape at 8 p.m. What they mean is a dinner or supper. So here, now, Jesus was saying, do you love me? Now different wavelengths. Peter was at one level, Jesus was expecting him to be at another level. So when Peter was saying, I love you, he was saying, philia love. That means friendly love. A love that has no intention of sacrifice. But Jesus was expecting Peter to answer agape love, sacrificial love. That's why he kept on asking and asking until Peter said, you know everything, you know Lord. Maybe there Jesus must have explained, yes, this is what I expect, so that you are going to sacrifice your life. So then only after third time, Jesus said, follow me. My dear friends, there is an imaginary story. It seems when Jesus was nailed to the cross, he was struggling and all soldiers were there and only disciples were around. And Peter was also there. And so, when he was struggling on the cross, Jesus, in his struggle, he called Peter. As Peter approached the cross, the soldiers hit him. When Peter reached, then wanted to listen to Jesus. And Jesus said something. Again, he went back. The second time, Jesus called from the cross. And this time, when he went to the cross, and he was climbing the cross to listen to Jesus. And as he was doing this, one hand was chopped. Again, he was profusely bleeding. Again, the third time, when he went, again Jesus called. This time, with one hand, he was trying to climb the cross to listen to Jesus. Again, the second hand was cut. He was handless. Again, Jesus called him. Then he went to the cross. He was bleeding. And this time, Jesus said, just turned his cross and said, I see your house. I see your home now. And what it was all about is, this is how you will be. This is how you need to sacrifice your life. This is how love has to be sacrificed. Love has to be shed in this form of blood. And then only that becomes agape love, true love. So, dear friends, dear fathers and bishop, maybe this kind of spirit we need to take. Yesterday we already reflected on Peter, but today let us understand the life and missionary journeys of Paul. Paul was restless because he had to go. There was some kind of impetus that the inner push there was. The inner push is nothing but the love of Christ. It was pushing him to go to the corners, to the ends of the earth, to go and preach. And whenever he was faced with challenges, whenever he was threatened, whenever there were so many hardships in life, he went to new places. Here, hardships are not meant to shrink us. Hardships are meant us to go to new ventures. And that's what St. Paul has done in his life. So, dear friends, today, let us understand what kind of love we have to God. What kind of love we are exhibiting to Jesus. Is it agape love? And do we have this missionary thrust that St. Paul has in his life? And as priests, as rectors, and can we show that kind of missionary zeal to our seminarians?